The Event and Organization Partnerships Special Feature webinar will talk about how to set up standing partnerships at the organization level to easily transfer to your events, how to manage those event partnerships, and how to add partners to events at an ad hoc basis. Events and organization partnerships in CBRNResponder allow for the seamless and quick sharing of data and information. Partnerships are a key feature of the CBRNResponder program to ensure that all event data is housed in a single place for all stakeholders to see and view. You can set up partnerships at the organization level so they are automatically added when certain event types are created. And you can also add partners ad hoc to individual events. The benefit of establishing default partnerships is you can set up partnerships with your local fire department, your state police, your county health department, your RAP regions, your FEMA regions, as many organizations as you need to, so that way when an incident does occur, you're able to share data in real time with all necessary stakeholders. In order to set up your organization partnerships, you do need to have either the admin or planner role at the organization level. And to create and manage your event partners, you must have the event manager default event role. We'll first talk about setting up organization standing partnerships. To access the partnerships page, you can do so from either the hazard-specific homepage organization tile, which you can see in the left-hand screenshot, or from the top ribbon, which you can see on the right-hand screenshot. Both open the partnerships page or button to be brought to that partnerships page. From this page, you're able to see the details of all of your existing partnerships, an option to view your pending requests, and an option to request new partnerships. To view your existing partnerships, you can just do this directly from that partnerships page. You'll see the partner name, the date that the partnership was approved, the data that the partner is sharing with your organization, and the data that you are sharing with your partner. If you would like to initiate a new partnership, you'll select that Request Partnership button at the top, and note that you will only see this option if you are an admin or a planner. Once you select that button, you'll be brought to a Request Partnership page where you're able to choose the organization you wish to partner with and set up the partnership parameters. So here, for example, I'm requesting to set up a partnership with the FEMA CBRN office. And now it's my opportunity to select the information that I would like to share with my partner. For event types, you can now customize the permission level of the organization. Previously, if you shared events with your partners, they were all given the full participant role. Now you can customize that to be either full participant, view only, or view only approved data. So for example here, when your organization creates an emergency response event and selects the partners only sharing mode, the requested partnership organization will be automatically added to the event, and they will have the view only approved data role. The next portion of the request partnership is to choose the information that you want your partner to share with you. Now, note that you can check off as many boxes or as little boxes as you would like, but your partner does need to approve the information that you want to receive from them before you're actually able to view that information. It's important to note that you do not have to share the same information with your partner that you are requesting to receive from them, and vice versa. So in this example here, you're willing to share your data feeds and your routine monitoring events. However, you're not requesting to receive that same information back from them. Also here, you are not willing to share your equipment, special events, or facilities with your partner. However, you are requesting that information to be shared with you. Once you select all of your parameters and details, you'll select Save Changes to submit your partnership request. And just a reminder, your partner must approve the request before that partnership is in place. I wanted to highlight a few upcoming changes that you will see in the partnership request form. This is based on user feature requests. We will be changing that request partnership form so it's a little clearer and easier to navigate. We're also planning on adding the ability to set standing assessment delegates from the request partnership page as well. These changes are expected to be implemented with the 1.73 website release. However, the date and functionality are subject to change. Some upcoming changes that you should expect to see. So as it exists right now, this partnership form has the wording data types you will share with your partner and data types you want your partner to share. So that wording will be changed to be a little bit more inclusive, since we're also allowing you to share equipment and events, which aren't data types. So what you'll see now is the terminology information you will share, and you'll also see the name of the organization just to help with clarification. So having the name of the requested partnership organization dynamically be in the text will make it easier for users to understand what they are sharing and requesting to be shared with them. Another change that you'll see is assessment. And so assessment is a sensitive topic, and it needs to be very explicit as to what you are allowing other organizations to do with your data. And so this is why there'll be a new separate assessment section from that request partnership form. Here, the requesting organization will select if they want their partner to be able to assess their data and or request that they be a standing delegate for their partner's data. We will have tooltips to better and further explain what happens with each option, but it is helpful to note that this is something that we will be adding. This will allow you then to set up these standing delegates at the partnership level, so when an incident does occur, you don't have to go into the event every time and set your various partners as assessment delegates. Now we'll talk a little bit about managing your organization partnerships. So after you submit a request, you can view all of your pending partnership requests by selecting the View Request button from the main partnerships page. You can also see any pending partnership requests that you have to review from the organization dashboard. From the partnership request page, you can see the status of the requests. For organizations that are requesting to partner with you, you can either approve or reject the request. And for partnerships that your organization has initiated, you can choose to cancel the request at any time. If you decide to approve a request, you'll receive a modal with a summary of the request before you finalize the partnership. And if you choose to reject your partnership request, you can opt to reject it silently, which means that the organization will not receive a notification that you rejected the request. Or you can add a message that will be sent to the requesting organization. So for example, if you receive a request with various parameters that you don't agree with, you can reject with a message to explain that you do not want to share some information, so you'll re-request a partnership excluding those various pieces of information. If you'd like to view the details of an existing partnership, edit the partnership, or even remove that partnership, you'll click that blue magnifying glass next to the partner name. Here, this is the full details of the partnership. You're able to edit the details, delete the partnership, and view the partnership details of what you're sharing with your partner and what they're sharing with you. If you wish to edit the parameters of the partner, you will be brought to the Request Partnership Change page. And this is where you're able to check or uncheck the different data types that you want to share. Once you save changes for the change request, you will receive a notification that your request has been submitted and is pending approval from your partner. So anytime you do make a change to your partnership, it is a two-way approval. Your partner does need to agree to those new terms before the partnership is in place. If you choose to remove a partnership, you're brought to a modal asking you to choose which parts of the partnership you wish to remove. So you can choose to stop sharing your data. You can choose to stop accepting your partner's data, but still share your data with them. Or you can choose to terminate the partnership entirely by selecting the Stop Sharing My Data and Accepting Partner's Data as your option. For example here, if you choose to stop sharing your data with your partner will receive a notification for them to approve or reject this removal. And so the reason why we send them a notification is so if you choose to stop sharing your data with them, they're aware of that, and then they have the opportunity to stop sharing their data with you too if they would like. Once that partnership change has been approved, you will now see the updated parameters of the partnership from the details page. Similarly, if one of your established partners wishes to change the details of your partnership details, you will need to approve or reject it as well. We'll now talk about standing partnerships and events and how setting up your partnerships at the organization level is really going to save you time and be more efficient when you are in a real-world event. When you create an event, you must choose a sharing mode. So if you select partners only, all of the partnerships that you've established at the organization level that meet the event parameters will be added to your event. After you select Save Changes when creating your event, you'll receive a modal indicating which organizations are going to be added to the event as a partner and to allow you to either continue or cancel. Once the event has been created, from the Event Partners page, you're able to see the partners that were added, including their participant type and the partner type. This allows you to see which partners are from a standing partnership, which will say organization partner, or if you do add them ad hoc, it would say event partner. Full participant partnered personnel will retain all of their default event roles as a responder in your event, except for that event manager role. On the left-hand screenshot here, we have various default event roles from these personnel at their organization level. So for example, Eric has the data collector, data viewer, event manager, and team manager permission. However, since this organization is a partner on your event, they are not going to retain the event manager role. Why is this? So since the role of event manager allows users to edit, manage, and even delete an event, it's really important that this role is explicitly assigned to the necessary individuals. So if you have an event with 20 partners, you don't want to have, potentially 20 plus event managers who are able to really alter, edit, or even delete your event without explicitly allowing them to do so. So this is why personnel from the sponsoring organization of the event will retain their event manager role by default. And then if you would like to add additional event managers, you can manually grant them that role. For view-only and view-only approved data partnered personnel, they will only have those viewing roles regardless of their organization default roles. So for example, these individuals at their organization level have the data collector and data viewer role. However, if they are added as a view-only partner, they will only receive the data viewer role on your event. Sometimes you don't want to set up a standing partnership with a particular organization, but let's say an incident does occur and they do need to be on your event. This is where the ad hoc partner or event partners is really going to come into play. From the event, you can add organizations to be partnered on the event by a case-by-case basis. You'll expand the configuration tab on the left-hand navigation menu and select partners. From the partners page, you'll see a list of the current partners on the event. So you'll see all of your organization partners and their participant types. If you would like to add, remove, or edit any of the partners on your event, you'll select that Manage option. From here at the top, you can select Add Partner to add a new partner. You can remove a partner that's already on your event, and you can edit the participant type of any of your event partners. If you do wish to add a partner, you'll be brought to a modal where you can add one or multiple partners at a time. We recommend you use the search function so you're not searching between almost 2,000 organizations. You'll select the Add button if you wish to add them to your event. And once you've added all of your partners, you'll select Continue to then review the newly added partners and assign a participant type to them. There are 3 participant types, which we've mentioned a little bit before. You have full participant. This allows all of the default event roles from the partner organization's personnel to be transferred to the event. This includes data assessing, data collecting, data viewers, dosimetry managers, team managers. However, it does not include event managers. View only means personnel from the organization are only able to view the data. They cannot collect data or edit the data. And view only approved data means personnel from the organization will only be able to see data that has been approved or passed assessment. So organizations are not going to see unassessed data. Once you have added or edited your partners, you'll then select Save Changes. And you will see a modal just confirming those changes and letting you know that there will be some additional partners added. So for example, here we're seeing that Virginia Beach EMS is now added to the event as a full participant partner. This is very similar to the standing partnerships, but full participant partners will retain their default event roles except for event manager. So here, Erin is on the Virginia Beach EMS organization. She has the event manager role. However, when added as a full participant to my event, she does not have the event manager role. Only those individuals that have the event manager role will be inherited from the event sponsor, and you will know by taking a look here. So if the event manager has been inherited from the event sponsor, you'll see so in the responders list. At any point, you can change the participant level of your partners. So if you change the participant type from full participant to view only, then the responders' roles from the Virginia Beach EMS organization would change. So Erin originally had team manager, data collector, data viewer, data assessor. Now she only has data viewer because the partnership of her organization has changed. You can always add or remove event roles from any responder by going to the responders page, selecting manage responders, and then checking or unchecking the various roles you wish to grant. This is also where you're able to manually add the event manager role to other organization personnel. You can also remove or add responders individually if you didn't want to add their whole organization or remove their entire organization. Once your changes have been made, make sure you select Save Changes as always. And that wraps up the Event and Partnerships Special Feature webinar. A recording from the webinar will be available in the CBRNResponder resource library and on YouTube. A copy of the slides and the updated partnership job aids can also be found in the resource library as well. If you have any questions pertaining to partnerships or just CBRNResponder in general, please email us at support@cbrnresponder.net. And if you are looking for more resources, we highly encourage you to check out our resource library.